Hello, this is my setup. As we can see, I have two twin secondaries here, parallel. I'm using a caduceus coil in the primary, 3 turns, and a pickup coil made of copper tube, 3 turns. Then I'm taking energy from this coil to an AV plug. I have 2 parallel AV plugs, and another AV plug goes to the negative of the circuit. Then the positive and negative out of the AV plugs goes to this high voltage capacitor, 2100 volts. Then here we have a high voltage power MOSFET of 900 volts, and I have a bulb 2020 volts bulb, 15 watts. I have the collector of the high power MOSFET connected to the bulb, then the other side of the bulb goes to the positive of the capacitor, then the negative of the capacitor goes to the emitter of my MOSFET, and what triggers the base of this MOSFET is my pulse generator. I have a pulse generator fed by these 4 batteries. I was able to light this 20 watt 12 volt bulb with this secondary positioned here, but I'm not going to show that, as I said before. And I have some other stuff here. This plate, this copper plate, I'm taking a connection to an AV plug, to other AV plug, and it's also connected to the earth ground, and that goes to the battery. I'm putting that on the battery. When I disconnect the AV plug to the battery, you will see high voltage here in this bulb. Here I can measure the amperage, here the voltage, and here I can see the pulse from my generator. I have a oscilloscope to see what's in action, and here we will see the voltage rising in the cap, and then being put on the transistor when it's triggered by my pulse generator. Now let's start the setup. And I need some problems. Now I will connect the pulse generator. And you can see the bulb is shining bright with the pulses. My meter shows is in the 1000 volts rate, and is charging more than 500 volts on each pulse. It charges to 500 volts, then it charges to 200 volts, and I can control the pulse with this potentiometer. It's going to turn more fast. Now slower. the battery is taking some high voltage here. When I disconnect, you see the pulse coming from the setup. Is going to the battery also. You see the pulse is the same. When the battery pulses, the light of the bulb also pulses. Now I'm going to put the energy there again. Oops. My bulb is shining bright again. The cap is charging fast. Here we have the consumption. The voltage is varying a lot. I cannot see if it is charging or discharging this time. I'm doing some tests. A lot of combinations and experiments to try. Here we have the amperage in 12 amp scale. You see it is around 0.8 or 0.9 amps. 12 volt scale, and we are oscillating a lot in the battery. It's oscillating a lot. Now stabilized, rising, cleaning, and our bulb is also blinking. We see that our voltage is at the scale of 1000 volts, and we see we are getting around 600 volts. You can see the 6. Just wanted to show these experiments. My battery is still oscillating a lot, but we see we have high voltage here, pulsing, lots of high voltage. The LED is also pulsating at the same frequency. We see the interfering in the pulse down, the C goes up.